The weight loss industry is full of gimmicks that don't work. They have programs that sell you these, what I call busy work plans, that keep you busy doing things, and they make you think that it's going to lead to permanent weight loss. But these gimmicks lead people back to the same place, into the yo-yo diet cycle roller coaster. And there are so many programs out there, and people tell me when they first come to me, they often tell me they've tried 1, 2, 3 or more programs. They've tried the same program again. And what happens when you don't get permanent weight loss in these programs? They blame you. But it's really the programs that don't work, because these are just gimmicks in many cases. And I'm tired of people being disrespected and being blamed when these programs don't have the metabolic changes that you make physically to burn calories in your body. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I talk about how weight loss is burning calories, and that is a biochemical process in the body. And you need for that to work. And so today, we're going to talk a lot about why these gimmicks don't work. I want to welcome the people who are joining us now. I am so excited to see those of you joining in, because again, I know when you come for the information, when you come with the commitment, you are going to get the results. You're going to learn and take the information, and you are going to get the results. So today, I'm going to talk about how to get permanent weight loss without those gimmicks, without starving yourself, without exhaustive exercise and trying to live at the gym, without obsessive calorie counting or point counting, and without obsessively living on narrow categories of food, which are really unrealistic for most people long term. And long term is what we need for permanent weight loss. So again, I want to welcome you and tell you that you deserve respect. And I want you to demand from your weight loss industry to stop telling you to live on these gimmicks. We're going to talk about a few of them, and then we're going to talk about what you need to have in a weight loss program to bring you to permanent weight loss. So first, let's talk about one of the most common philosophies that you're going to find out there, and that's the starvation programs. They tell you you have to live on small numbers of calories. Now that doesn't work for permanent weight loss for a number of reasons. Even if you did cut calories for a period of time, you cannot starve forever. The human body was not made to starve forever. So eventually, when you start eating and you haven't gotten rid of any patterns of eating that were detrimental, when you go back to eating and your eating patterns that kept you stuck in holding weight, that's when you get back in the yo-yo diet cycle roller coaster and you go up again. Can't starve forever. That's the first problem with the starvation programs. The second is that when you cut calories excessively, like they tell you, the body realizes that it's not getting its regular allotment of calories that it's been used to and that it uses. And what does the body do? The body reinforces staying into fat storing mode. It wants to save and conserve whatever calories are coming in. And therefore, you are not setting up the biochemical process to burn calories when you starve the body. On the opposite side, you're reinforcing the process to store fat, to keep your calories stored, not to burn calories. The other misleading part of these starvation programs and the counting calories is, think about this. A certain number of calories, let's say 100 or 200 calories of sugar or healthy proteins or vegetables or good fat or bad fat, Those all affect the body in different ways. Let's talk about sugar. 100 calories of sugar reinforces inflammation in the body. It adds to the inflammatory process, and inflammation reinforces fat storing, holding on to fat, because that's where toxins are stored, in fat cells. And so sugar doesn't help lose 100 calories, doesn't help you metabolize or lose weight at all. Whereas healthy protein, the same number of calories, makes you feel full, and it contributes to the onset of fullness hormones, in addition to adding other health benefits. The same number of calories of vegetables adds fiber, and again will onset the fullness hormones. Whereas sugar, those calories do not trigger fullness hormones. In fact, what they do trigger is sugar cravings in many people. So just to tell you that you need to live on a small number of calories is really misleading, because it's not addressing what these calories are doing to impact fat loss and the calorie burning system in the body. The most important thing, if you want to lose weight, is not doing these games of starving yourself of hours and hours at the gym when your body may be in fat storing mode, which it probably is if you've been stuck overweight. Not living on narrow categories of food when you're stuck in fat storing mode, but it's learning to move your body from fat storing to fat burning mode. Think about it this way. All of these gimmicks, starving yourself, living at the gym, eating narrow categories of food, counting calories or points obsessively, these are not things that skinny people do at all to lose weight or to keep their weight down. In fact, they do quite the opposite. They eat everything in sight and they stay skinny. And the reason they do that is because their metabolism is healthy and fast. Skinny people have an active, vibrant, healthy, fast metabolism. And so can you. And that is the way to lose weight, to address the obstacles that are holding your metabolism from speeding up. And these games and these gimmicks, the reason they keep people in the roller coaster system is that they don't take people out of it and they don't speed up your metabolism. In fact, most of these gimmicks and games keep you within the same diet cycle hamster wheel, and don't speed up your metabolism. They don't affect your metabolism or your fat burning mode. And that, my friends, is really the secret to weight loss and to permanent weight loss, is getting your body to learn to speed up your metabolism. And when you do that, you go from fat storing to fat burning mode. And once you're burning calories, ladies and gentlemen, you are losing weight. And when your body shifts and moves from fat storing to fat burning mode, you are learning to be like the skinny people, and you are losing weight permanently. And the reason you probably have not had permanent results before is you've never had a program that's taught you or taught your body to move from fat storing to fat burning mode. It is that simple an answer. It's not a matter of willpower or discipline or self-control. It's not self-control that starving can magically make you lose weight. It is a biochemical process, and you have to support that process and impact that process so it works. And these gimmicks are just busy work that keep people going around and around and around again. So I tell everybody, I say, demand of a weight loss program to know Is it going to escalate? Is it going to elevate? Is it going to jumpstart your metabolism? Is it going to move you from fat storing to fat burning mode? Is it going to eliminate some of the eating patterns that also keep you in the diet cycle? Will it help you eliminate sugar cravings, stress eating, emotional eating, night snacking, pattern overeating, whatever types of patterns you have? If you do, we need to eliminate these, not do games, not starve yourself, which you can't do permanently, not live on narrow categories of food, unless you love those categories of food, which most people don't. But wouldn't want to live in the narrow categories of food, and I don't expect people to do that either. Especially, we live in a society where we have lots of food around us, and we need to understand and learn about those foods and how they help us and how they stand in our way. So we need to learn to have a better relationship with our food, not an abnormal relationship. And I consider counting calories and counting points to be an abnormal relationship, because that's not how skinny people decide what they're going to eat. It's not how we were born and decided if we're hungry or full. We need to get back in touch with our hunger cues and our fullness cues. Once you do that, that also helps you get permanent weight loss, because you get back in touch with what you need, with what your body needs, not with what somebody tells you about calories to eat, but with what your body naturally uses and needs, and what's healthy for you. So I want to encourage you to think about healthy weight loss, weight loss that will help you go from fat storing to fat burning mode, and that will kickstart, jumpstart, and elevate your metabolism so that your body functions like the skinny people's bodies know how to burn calories. And that is the biochemical process which allows us to burn the calories and lose weight. Now, that is not done in a one-size-fits-everybody way, because different people have different obstacles holding their metabolism in a slow mode, holding them in fat storing mode. There are a number of reasons why yours may be stuck. So not everybody loses weight in the same way, which is another problem with many programs out there, because most of them are what I call the one-size-fits-all programs, where you think everybody should lose weight the same way. And that is just not realistic, because we have different underlying causes that keep us in fat storing mode, in slow metabolism mode. And just by understanding, and they're usually a series of small steps that I tell people to take. One small step actually that many people can be helped with, and this is just one of a number of steps, is to increase water that you drink during the day, because many people, and a good percentage of people who hold on to weight, who store weight, are living in a dehydrated mode. They don't drink enough water. You need water for processes like the calorie burning system in the body, the fat burning system in the body, to work efficiently and to be healthy. And there are lots of ways to up your water content. And people sometimes say, well, I don't drink water because I don't like the way it tastes. And that's fine. There are different ways of putting a twist of juice or some fruit or some tea, or there are various ways of resolving that issue. People who have sugar cravings or emotional eating or stress eating, there are also various ways of solving that as well. Not everybody solves it in the same way. If it was that simple, people would be able to get rid of those patterns in minutes. But it's not that simple unless you have a list and a logical way of deciding what are the steps that will help you in your particular specific situation get rid of those patterns that are keeping you holding weight. So again, I want to encourage you to really get freedom and know that there is a way out of that diet cycle roller coaster. There's a way to get out of that hamster wheel, and I know people feel stuck. And one way is getting rid of all these programs with the gimmicks that keep you right within the same loop. And to get out, you need to really remember a few things that you need. You need to jumpstart your metabolism. You need to move from fat burning to fat storing mode, just like the skinny people out there do. And then you don't have to do crazy things like these gimmicks, which really keep you in the same system again. But once you jumpstart your metabolism and speed it up, and once you get into fat burning mode and you're burning calories, you're losing weight. It is that simple. So my friends, I hope this information is helpful to you. I do hope that you demand respect from programs and don't fall for these gimmicks anymore that keep you going round and round. Let's get you to permanent weight loss. Let's stop the gimmicks. Let's stop the games and really figure out what we need to do to get your body to do that biochemical process again and again and forever, so that your body knows how to stay in fat burning mode and keep you healthy, keep you burning your calories. And again, and I've spoken about this a lot in our group, the same problems that keep you in fat storing mode also contribute to other health problems in the body that people who hold weight commonly get, like high blood pressure, high cholesterol, sugar problems, autoimmune issues. So when you get away from the gimmicks and you make your body healthier so that the biochemical process to burn calories, to burn fat happens, you also support other systems in the body. And it's really a journey towards health. Let's get you losing weight permanently and in a healthy way. Forget those gimmicks. Imagine looking in the mirror and loving that beautiful body that you have because you've done this without gimmicks, with science, with fact, with support. Imagine wearing a belt around your waist and saying, I have not seen that skinny waist in years, and enjoying that skinny waist again. And imagine the new clothing you can buy to celebrate. Imagine resolving this issue so you don't have to think about those gimmicks and the issues of extra weight again. And again, it not only leads to permanent weight loss, but it really can turn your health up and make you healthier as well, because you're eliminating the underlying cause that holds on to weight, that keeps you in fat storing mode, and that affects other systems and processes in the body that can also become and lead to better health when you correct your systems. So I can't wait for you to see the physical effects of losing weight, your skinny body, the wonderful clothing, the beautiful clothing you can wear. And I can't wait for you to celebrate the health benefits also, to get your doctor off of your back about cholesterol or blood pressure pills or thyroid or other issues. So many people get to reduce their medications because they become healthier when they lose weight and get their body to move to fat burning mode and their metabolism to speed up as well. So many people see health benefits too. So I really invite you, I'm really excited for you to get on the journey, to get that process, to start those steps. And again, many of them There are a series of small steps that I often give the clients that I work with that are not nearly as difficult, not as painful like starving your body or trying to live at the gym or living on such narrow categories of food or having an abnormal relationship with food, looking at food and counting calories or points, rather than just understanding your body and being in touch with the fullness and hunger cues in your body. Those are things we can work on too, to restore the natural processes in your body. So I'm excited for you. I encourage you to think of healthy weight loss. If this resonates with you, if you'd like to discuss those steps that might be applicable to you on an individual basis, I do have a number of appointments this week coming up, so I invite you to check my calendar. Hopefully you will be one of the limited number to find an appointment available. If you do, grab it, because I know they will go quickly. I have enjoyed speaking with numbers of you, and I can't wait to help you get your weight loss going and get to permanent, healthy weight loss. Let's talk soon.